Hey y'all,
Welcome back
to the channel. Yes, honey.
I know you fucking lying.
Okay then.
Hey y'all. Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Definitely, y'all. Welcome back to the channel.
Yes.
We are back a whole nother week later for another review. Before we even get into it, y'all, make sure y'all got y'all's tequila. Definitely, y'all, and get y'all boost, Red Bull, juice, lemonade, whatever you do it. And get ready while we get started on this Real Housewives of Atlanta. This is episode 10.
God.
Yes.
Okay, so it starts out with basically talking about what everybody was doing over the holidays or around the holiday time. Candy ended up doing a Thanksgiving giveaway, full meals, not just turkeys. Okay.
And it was good shit. I think it was Publix shit because I was looking at the lemonade. It was either Publix or Walmart. They kind of got the same little design. Some good shit. Yeah.
Good stuff. Brooklyn meets her grandfather for the first time.
That was so cute because I kind of thought Kenya barely really had family. No, she don't know the family on her white side. She know the black side. Got it. Okay.
What you mean white? Kenya ain't mixed.
Kenya said her mama white.
I don't remember that.
Kenya said her mama white and she didn't want to raise a black baby. That's why she dropped her off at her grandmama house. Girl. And that's why her mama wasn't in her life.
I gotta go back and look at that shit because this whole time I didn't know Kenya was no mixed child. I thought Kenya was really very black.
Yeah.
Because I think we met some of her aunties or one of her aunties or somebody back when she was first started with the season with the whole Nene situation. I think she met one of her aunties and she was asking her auntie why her mama didn't love her. She went by the house, knocked on the door and all that shit. I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna look that up. But if this is true, y'all, that lets me know this whole time I must have not really been invested in her whole family situation.
Yeah, I think Kenya said it had to be white because I know she didn't say it because she was light skinned. It said she specifically said her mama did not want to raise a black baby.
Okay.
Yep.
So, but I just thought that was kind of weird, Kenya, for her child to be meeting the grandfather for the first time. Brooklyn is what, three, 4?
Kenya is just estranged from everybody.
Why it took so long, girl? She didn't been over.
She don't fuck with them.
Obviously. Ralph has a surprise brunch for the ladies before they leave for Portugal, and he has the men in the kitchen cooking. Okay.
That's so cute, I guess.
It was nice. He had little aprons for him or whatever.
Yeah.
Call me daddy in the kitchen.
Is that what it said?
Yeah, that's it. All the ladies show up. Everybody brings their man
except Sheree
and
Kenya.
Right. Marla even brought Scottley, the new dude. Yeah, the new dude, the Jamaican. Okay. Kenya shades Scottley's dressing. She's like, and what the hell does he go on? I guess what did she say? I guess by little knockoff.
Yes. I look too like who Coogee wearing uncle is this?
It did look like a Coogee shirt.
It did. And it's like, you ain't even try to make it like a Miami flare because that's kind of hot right now, that Miami little whatever shit colors that they be wearing. It legit looked like some Coogee shit that looked like it was from 2005. Now, you wear what you wear. You grown as hell. Maybe that's what y'all doing out there in Jamaica. But I definitely felt like you would have benefited from a nice turtleneck and some jeans and called it a damn day.
It was cold, so I understand you want to have a sweater.
Not that sweater.
Yes.
Not what that sweater.
Okay. Candy, she didn't think that Scottley was Marlo's type because she said she had met Scottley before. And since Marlo's saying that she ain't fucking, having no sex at all, she didn't think that Scottley was her type.
She also said that Scottley was the lead chef.
At
And
some other place.
She said at the Continent.
Oh, that's the name of his place?
Yeah, which is
Okay.
where him and Marlo had the date.
Mm-hmm.
And somebody else said lead chef. Do he own it or is he the executive chef? I just want to know because he's saying he owning it.
Yeah.
But everybody else is the lead chef, the executive chef or whatever. It's a difference. It's a difference. I just want to know. He must own it because Marlo's still sticking around.
It is. It is.
It's a difference.
It's a difference from being a lead chef to owning the place.
I just want somebody to clarify for me.
I would hope that you're the owner and you're also the lead chef at your business because you want your food to be immaculate. Maybe? No?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of these executive chefs own a restaurant. So I hope you won. But if that's the case, tell them put some respect on your name and say, the owner of the Continent.
/ chef.
Exactly. They calling you a chef. Whatever. Tell them put some respect on your name.
They ended up talking about Todd's movie, and Candy mentioned to everybody that Drew is the leading lady in his movie. Of course, Kenya wants an offer. She ain't did no audition, but you want an offer, and she's like, "Oh, well, who's my leading lady? Who I'm having the scene with? Like, you ready to eat some pussy?
Okay,
then. That you eat pussy."
She said she put twice on the map. I was the first one that made threesomes happen or whatever she said,
and she did. Kenya, nobody wants to take that away from you with this whole menage a trois situation. But like Drew said, bitch, that shit was 20 years ago, and I'm gonna need you to move on or just give it up.
Yeah.
At this point, we're hiring crew and casting.
If you're casting, I didn't see an offer. Excuse me, I would like to have an offer on my table.
She just want the offer.
That's auditioning, honey. But wait, I need to know who my leading lady would be, though. Like, who the leading lady would be? Drew. You cast Drew? I put threesomes on the map. Come on.
So, Kenya, have you been in a movie since Trois? Because I recall that came out 22 years ago.
Yeah, so petty for no reason.
Girl, I can't.
Drew be trying to act like she don't be throwing shade. She throws shade and hide her hand every damn day.
She damn so did. So Drew, okay, Marlo, she says that she went on a date with Roy before because, of course, Kenya mentioned that her dude wasn't there, which is Roy.
Right.
And she's like, oh,
calling. Yeah,
he ended up calling, and she's showing everybody, and Marlo's like, is that Roy?
Yes.
Oh, I've been on a date with him before.
I don't feel it would. Maybe in that moment it was okay to say it.
It doesn't matter.
Exactly. It really didn't matter because it was one day. Y'all said it was a lunch date.
You did a lunch. You didn't have no other phone conversations with him afterwards. Y'all ain't go on multiple dates. Y'all ain't slept over at each other's houses. You basically saying you didn't give up the goodies. So why does it matter?
It don't matter. And I ain't like how y'all was continuously talking about it like it was y'all was trying to make it matter because it did not matter. So whatever.
Nobody gave a fuck.
At all.
Sheree asked if the chef who was doing the brunch there at the dinner at Drew's house, she's like whispering to Drew, hey, is the chef going to get paid? Because, yeah, is the chef going to get paid? Because, we seen everything that's going on with the blogs about the chef saying that you didn't pay her for her services. Sheree.
Messy.
I can see why you and Drew are continuously having a issue because you keep bringing up shit in a shady ass way in front of everybody, but keep claiming you wanted to build, your friendships with everybody in the circle. That didn't even need to be said because it's not your motherfucking business whether the chef is getting paid or not. As long as you ate and you ain't got the bill, what does it matter?
Period.
So you being a shady bitch.
That's exactly what you being, honey.
So Drew explained that
I don't know why.
Yeah, she didn't even have to go into an explanation. But she's like, yes, of course, the chef is going to get paid. But you mentioning about what's going on with the blogs. Well, let me explain what's going on with the blogs. I did hire a chef. She came by. She did a dinner for us. It was supposed to be a trial run error so we could see if we like her food. We did not like her services, so we decided not to hire her. I'm being sued for $1,000.
$1,000. At that point, you should have realized how petty it was and let the shit go. Once you heard it was for $1,000, but
Sheree continuously goes on about it because y'all said I don't never pay no bills.
Well, you don't.
You always bringing up shit that you be making yourself look embarrassed because you bringing up the shit that you didn't do and nobody was even thinking about that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, ugh.
Girl.
Kenya had to set some boundaries with Courtney though. Y'all know how a motherfucker be like in your presence and you know y'all laughing, it's a group setting and they just keep doing this or they keep doing this or they doing all this. You know why? So Kenya is like, hey, I would like for you not to touch me. I'm just setting boundaries within this relationship right now. Don't touch me. I don't know you like that.
Of course you wouldn't. No, I'm serious. Yeah, I don't need crisis management. I'm a crisis all of my own.
We know. That's why she's doing that.
You gotta. I need you to keep your hands to yourself. I know you're touchy, but we're not there yet.
I didn't touch you.
No, you did 3 times.
Yeah.
I'm just saying I would like you not to do that. That's all.
No, she's letting you know her boundaries.
All right,
I was trying to get a little offended, and I'm happy Drew or it was Drew. But had anybody else said anything, I'm happy that look, she's just letting you know what her boundaries are. So just respect her boundaries. And that kind of caused her to pipe down a bit, but you could tell she was finna get up out her body. Like, what's the issue, Kenya?
She was.
Girl, don't touch me.
I don't understand why you even thought that was a rebuttal because it's not. If somebody's telling you something that you're doing and they don't like it, accept it and move the fuck forward.
Period.
Do differently. Everybody ain't yummy chummy with your ass. You are new to this circle. Nobody really knows you. Not even your motherfucking cousin whose house you at don't even really know you.
They know your baby daddy more than they know you.
It seems like everybody do.
Everybody know your baby daddy.
And nobody never even knew y'all was motherfucking married or was dating.
I'm trying to figure out how the fuck y'all ended up together.
And had a baby.
We
don't know you, man. I'm sorry to that lady. We don't know that lady. They arrived to Algarve, Portugal. Sheree explains that it's a healing trip, making sure all the ladies know, hey, this is a healing trip for us to, just regroup, rebalance, so forth, so on.
Mm-hmm.
Candy, she mentioned that she had gotten sick from the flight and she just had the worst fucking bubble guts, and it seemed like everybody was concerned.
Candy had to pay some people. They said she took up that damn bathroom for a good 2 to 3 hours. That means there's 2 bathrooms on that damn flight. Everybody had to go to wherever the other bathroom. I think Candy had to pay somebody, a couple people, like, nah, let me get this bathroom. I see you maybe $50 here for the bathroom. Mm-hmm. How you in the bathroom for 3 hours, Candy? I hope to never experience that traveling that far out. On the plane. Right there, I couldn't.
And being in the bathroom for that long,
it made me think of Kevin Hart on Soul Plane.
Come on! Hurry, get in the house! Get down! Oh, shit! So loose! I got it. That's it. No, it's not.
She looked really sick.
Honey, she was
okay. Drew mentioned that Ralph is in Vegas on a work trip to audition for Chocolate City.
Wow.
They kept mentioning that it was the black version of Magic Mike.
Why?
Why y'all was saying that?
Why y'all think Ralph gives sex appeal? I would say he gives more daddy vibes than sex appeal. He's lame as hell.
Ralph is lame. Ralph is corny. However, Ralph could be a Chocolate City dancer. I do remember the movie. I want to say they had 2 of them come out, and maybe they're working on a 3rd one, which is what he's possibly auditioning for. And Chocolate City was a pretty good movie or whatever. It wasn't no bad. I don't think it was any bad reviews on it. From what I can remember. So yeah, I think Ralph could be a Chocolate City dancer. One of them dancers that don't really have too many lines and they just doing their thing or whatever, little appearances here and there, like different scenes. I think he can do that.
I don't think Ralph like that. I mean, I don't think Drew like that. And I noticed you had made a little comment when they was doing the brunch in your little confessional talking about, damn, you said something about Ralph thinking he, pretty much what it equated to was Ralph thinking he getting some brownie points or some shit like this, sitting up here throwing this brunch. Mm-hmm. And he not even close or whatever. So when you said it,
a little out of nowhere that Ralph is putting on this brunch although a nice gesture, it's just, I don't really get a chance to ever see him in the kitchen for real. You don't even know what a spatula is. So if this is Ralph's way of showing everybody that he is this gracious husband, he would have a better chance of bringing peace in the Middle East.
So whatever. So you said it had me thinking. And then I'm like, you don't seem really too pressed about him being in Vegas on a male stripper audition show. You are very unconcerned with Ralph right now, and I noticed that.
Yeah. So considering what we know now about what's going on with the marriage, we can see that you were already checking out.
And Ralph was trying to make up. You must have found out what he finally did in Florida.
Okay. So, Mayetta, she mentions that she has an orphanage in Africa.
Really? That's what she was saying about Africa.
She has an orphanage in Africa. And so she was talking to Drew about that, and Drew saying she wanting to visit Africa because they were so close. Kenya talked about her divorce. She has a court date coming up, and then her whole situation with the whole dating thing. Yeah, just like Candy said, Kenya, we tired of hearing about that divorce. This is the longest divorce we've ever heard. We over it.
And Key, you definitely said it good. Like, damn, I've been divorcing longer than I've actually been married and have. Come on now, get this shit together.
It's ridiculous.
And then
Sonya, she wants to know why Kenya made a big issue about Martell, but isn't really saying the same thing about Roy being in the den.
I don't see how it
didn't equate.
I don't think it necessarily equated either. They're both of them were sent way back then or whatever it is. The issue where it came in was, what's his name? Martell tried to deny it. He tried to say he didn't do it. And that's where it became an issue. It was no denial or nothing like that. Kenya had already knew that Roy had slid up in Marlo's DM and that they had went out. So there was nobody denying anything, trying to make anybody look crazy. Everybody was grown to say, yes, this happened. It was however many times ago, what it is. Martell did not do that.
Nope.
He wanted to deny it. He wanted to try to play her like, why would I slide in your DM?
Right.
Just try to really downplay Kenya. And that's where it became the issue. So, Sonya, I'm going to need you to go back and watch some shows. I'm going to need you to figure it out because that's what the fuck happened.
Sonya, you on this damn whole journey of wanting to be a messy bitch that you beginning to be just that.
Sure.
And I wouldn't mind watching the show without no scenes from you.
Okay, then, because what are y'all really doing other than you keeping up mess?
Drama.
You got mess within your family because y'all don't know if you want them there or gone. You sitting up here starting mess, taking shit back, talking this, that to whoever. Come on now. You know, Jamaicans can't be that.
And we definitely can tell that you on this whole Marlo trip. A lot of your scenes is talking to Marlo. A lot of the phone calls is talking to Marlo. And we get it. Neither one of y'all really have too much going. So I can see why, y'all splitting the scenes up and then talking to each other to make a lot more appearances on the show. But I need you to start focusing on Mommy Nation, putting out whatever it is that you and your husband is doing with y'all businesses, rather than you trying to be messy and stay in some motherfucking drama that has nothing to do with you.
And then Roy's more busy than you. And I thought this was a family business.
Oh. Courtney, she addresses Kenya at the dinner. Once they get to Portugal, they go out to dinner, and Courtney decides to address Kenya.
I felt exactly where Kenya was coming from. I let you touch me a couple times, but then when the tone changed in the conversation, that's when I became offended. No, you can't touch me, because the tone did change. You were being shady while you were Courtney. So yeah, don't fucking touch me. Period.
Yeah, and it seemed like everybody else was agreeing with Drew. Like, yes, just respect her boundaries and leave it at that. She even looked like she wanted to have a rebuttal at that point, but then she said, "I get it, I understand."
And you a crisis manager. How the fuck you don't know?
It's like you want to start some shit.
Honey,
girl, shut the fuck up and be quiet. You in the scene.
Honey, she wants to secure her role for next year.
Who?
Yo, if you do, it's gonna be because of your baby daddy, and I'm gonna know for sure if I see you next year and I'm seeing more of your baby daddy, then when it comes to your scenes, because you don't have scenes by yourself. You only have scenes with main characters, so you're still supposed. It's your trial era. If you make it next year, I know it's gonna be because of that baby daddy.
Yeah, because you're not married. You're not a housewife.
And then y'all together, just go ahead and say it. Because why did he show up at the brunch?
Why you keep bringing him around if you saying that y'all not together?
She trying to secure her spot.
Girl, bye. Drew confronts Sheree about her bringing up the whole blog situation and talking behind her back to Courtney. Yes, Courtney talked to Sheree. Courtney went back to Drew and Ralph and told them what was said.
Did you see the way Courtney was
She
looking?
was like, she like so hard.
Like, why would you say that when I'm sitting right here?
Drew never mentioned no name.
She did.
So she handled it like she was supposed to.
Right.
But yeah, Courtney, I just think that you need not trying to build relationships with people if you know they have issues with your cousin, because yes, your cousin is going to be brought up in the topic of conversation. You're going to be another Sheree. You're going to be the person carrying bones. So if you don't want to be put into the middle of that, stop going around and talking to the other ladies who you know really don't fuck with Drew. Because otherwise, you're just going to be the brunt of drama. Like, you're going to initiate all of the drama.
Period.
So as Drew is explaining why she wanted to confront Sheree about it, she's like, listen, you said you wanted this trip to be about healing and about mending relationships. Well, I just wanted to let you know how I felt when you brought up the situation about my court issues about being sued. Okay, Sheree gets defensive and brings up old shit that they had already addressed. Sheree brought up the whole interview, the radio interview that Drew did about her regarding the She by Sheree merchandise. I remember just recently, a couple of episodes ago, y'all had this whole conversation with Kenya when y'all was going to go get the little IV drips. And the girl literally explained everything that happened. You said you understood. She told you that she admires you. Y'all got past it. So while when she's trying to confront you about something that you recently just did, right before we left, you bringing up something that we already got over. So now you're trying to deflect, being defensive, being wrong at the same time. To my, I didn't hear you say, I didn't hear her say that she admires me. You heard it. It was very clear.
It don't matter. Why are you bringing it up? And you bringing it up so damn much that now the whole crew gotta, you this is what happened. You took it. I found it so funny that Marlo is in a confessional with She by Sheree on. I just found that so funny. She had her shirt on, her hat on, whatever the fuck else she had on.
She got about 4 or 5 pieces of She by Sheree.
I was looking at Marlo like, what the fuck you got on? Because we know when we see Marlo gonna be.
Marlo don't wear that.
That little yellow fit you had on at the dinner was cute, girl.
It was.
So when I saw it, I was like, what the fuck is she wearing? I paid attention. I was like, oh, this is supposed to be the She by Sheree. Finally, somebody
can showcase what they have.
And everybody else said no. That shit got taken back. So
and they never received the gifts that they were supposed to be receiving. Nobody else got it. So but your friend Marlo.
Why? What are you expecting for Drew to tell you if she told the truth? And everybody else can attest to the same thing. Yes, that's what happened.
And even still, instead of you addressing everybody and saying, "Oh, you never got your merch either," no, you stayed on Drew, not even acknowledging
that's your business
that everybody else didn't get their merch. It doesn't make sense, Sheree. So again, here you are still trying to deflect and not taking any accountability.
I know.
Ugh.
I cannot.
So, Drew says that Sheree shouldn't really be hosting a trip about healing if she can't take any accountability and move forward from things instead of bringing up old shit. I agree. You're supposed to be the host of the trip, and you're saying everybody else needs to mend their relationships within the friend group. You can't even take accountability, apologize, and move forward with Drew. It doesn't make sense. It's contradicting. So Drew, of course, she gets up, she walks outside, she's crying.
Why the fuck is you crying? Whatever.
Drew, I don't think it was that big of an issue, especially since you're saying you was only sued for $1,000.
What made you cry?
Yeah.
I hope Sheree hurt your feelings.
I don't know if it's the fact that I'm gonna assume that it could be because here you are in another situation where nobody's taking accountability and you're not being heard and your feelings is not being acknowledged. I think you deal with that a lot in your marriage. So to be around a group of ladies and have to continuously deal with the same thing, I think maybe that's what's really getting to you, because you really haven't mentioned anything about what's going on in your marriage. You're throwing little hints here and there, but it's obvious that I assume that it's something
It is
at home that's trickling over into this friend group, and I think that's what maybe kind of triggered her.
Well,
we'll find out.
Yeah, we will.
That's the end of the episode.
Pretty much.
And he go, Marlo, you need to go check on her. You need to go check on her. You supposed to be the host. Yeah, Marlo, hold your friend accountable.
She said, well, I my feelings hurt too. Sheree, shut the fuck
would your
up.
feelings be hurt, Sheree? It's like you want to be the center of attention.
That's what, because it's her trip. Sheree wants to be the center of the attention, especially on her trip, considering she's also one of those luxurious type people. So they're already talking, because compared to what they tried to say about Kenya, you got a nice little setup. You taking them overseas, and she just wants to keep the attention on her, good attention, not bad attention. Be on my side, not her side. When I say something, it need to be what I say, because we on this trip because of me.
But that's the person right there that just can't take accountability, and nobody wants to be around a person like that. I
can't either, y'all. Let us know what y'all think about this episode. Definitely get in them comments. Make sure y'all like, share, subscribe, dislike, whatever you feel.
On all social media platforms.
Definitely. TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. Hit us up. We talk back.
And we're going to see y'all next time.
Yes. Peace.